Today, we're diving into some of the most valuable wheat pennies and Jefferson nickels in United States history. Believe it or not, some of these small coins are worth thousands, and even millions of dollars in today's coin market. Collectors across America are paying huge money for rare dates, mint errors, and low mintage coins. So before you spend your pocket change, make sure you watch this video carefully, because you could be holding a hidden treasure right now. Let's uncover the rare wheat pennies and Jefferson nickels worth big money today. Let's get started. First up, the 1942 Lincoln wheat penny with the D mint mark is one of those hidden American coins that continues to surprise collectors all around the world. Because even in rough condition, this small copper coin can still carry strong value and powerful historical importance. And many people unknowingly keep this coin inside old jars, dusty boxes, forgotten drawers, and family collections, without realizing that a simple penny from the wartime era could become a collector treasure worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on rare details, mint quality, and unusual errors that make this coin special in the modern coin market. The history of the 1942 Lincoln wheat penny begins during one of the most dramatic periods in United States history, because America had entered World War II, and the nation was preparing massive industrial production for military supplies and weapons. And during this time, the United States Mint continued producing Lincoln wheat pennies as part of everyday circulation, while copper remained an important metal for wartime needs, which makes the 1942 penny part of a fascinating historical transition before the famous steel pennies of 1943 entered circulation and changed American coinage. Forever, the D mint mark found on the 1942 wheat penny means the coin was struck at the Denver Mint, which was one of the busiest minting facilities in the United States during the wartime years, and millions of these pennies were produced for circulation across the country. But despite the large number, minted collectors today still search heavily for high-grade examples, rare minting errors, and unusual surviving coins, because many pieces were damaged, worn down, or lost through decades of circulation, making attractive surviving examples harder to locate, especially with strong visible details and original surfaces. One of the most interesting features of the 1942 D Lincoln wheat penny is the classic wheat reverse design, which shows two wheat stalks surrounding the words 1 cent and United States of America, while the front of the coin displays the famous portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. And this design became one of the most iconic coin images in American history, because it represented strength, unity, and national identity during difficult economic and wartime periods, and collectors still admire the vintage appearance and historical charm of these old copper pennies. Even when the 1942 D wheat penny is found in rough condition, collectors still examine the coin carefully, because several hidden details can dramatically increase the value. And one of the biggest factors is the presence of mint errors, such as double die features, off-center strikes, weak lettering, die cracks, or unusual surface patterns, because these rare mistakes happen during the minting process. And today they can turn an ordinary-looking penny into a valuable collector item, worth far more than face value, especially if the error is clearly visible under magnification. The color and metal appearance of the 1942 D penny also play an important role in determining market value, because collectors often classify these coins into red, brown, and brown categories, based on how much original copper color remains visible after decades of aging and circulation. And while rough brown examples are the most common, some coins still preserve traces of bright red mint luster, which can increase collector demand significantly, even if the coin has scratches, wear, or environmental damage from long years of use. Another reason the 1942 D Lincoln wheat penny attracts attention today is because counterfeit coins and altered mint marks have become more common in the rare coin market, which forces collectors and dealers to study authentic examples very carefully. And experts usually inspect the shape of the D mint mark, the surface texture, the weight, and the date style to confirm originality, because genuine wartime wheat pennies from the Denver Mint carry specific production characteristics that experienced numismatists can identify through close examination and professional grading methods. When discussing the current market value of the 1942 D wheat penny, the condition of the coin becomes extremely important, because heavily worn examples in rough condition may sell for only a few dollars, while cleaner circulated pieces with stronger details can reach values between $20 and $100, depending on collector demand. And if the coin contains a rare mint error or unusual striking characteristic, then prices may rise dramatically into the hundreds or even thousands of dollars during auctions where serious collectors compete for rare historical pieces. Some of the most valuable 1942 D wheat pennies are those that show strong doubling on the lettering or unusual die varieties, because error. Coin collectors actively search for these rare features, and online marketplaces have recorded impressive sales where uncommon examples reached prices far beyond normal expectations, proving once again that even an old penny in rough condition can hold surprising financial value if the right rare characteristics are discovered by knowledgeable buyers. And professional grading companies. Collectors also appreciate the 1942 Wheat Penny because it belongs to the final copper years before the wartime steel cent appeared in 1943, and this historical connection gives the coin a unique place in American numismatic history because it represents the closing chapter of traditional bronze wartime pennies before the United States Mint experimented with zinc-coated steel to preserve copper supplies for military equipment, ammunition, and wartime communication systems during the height of World War II. The sound and feel of the 1942 Wheat Penny also create excitement among collectors because older copper coins carry a completely different appearance compared to modern American pennies, and many hobbyists enjoy examining the deep brown surfaces, worn lettering, and vintage character that only decades of circulation can produce, while others search for hidden treasures among estate sales, flea markets, and inherited collections, hoping to discover a rare era coin that has remained unnoticed for generations. Professional coin grading companies have also helped increase interest in the 1942 Wheat Penny because certified coins placed inside official holders often gain stronger trust and higher market prices, and even rough condition coins may become desirable if they display scarce minting errors, unusual preservation, or strong historical appeal, while high-grade mint-state examples with original red color can command impressive values that sometimes reach several $1,000s depending on rarity, demand, and auction competition. Fascinating detail about the 1942 penny is the survival rate, because although millions were originally produced, only a smaller number survived in collectible condition after decades of heavy circulation and wartime economic activity. And many coins were melted, damaged, corroded, or simply lost over time, which means every surviving piece today carries a direct physical connection to American history and the wartime experiences of ordinary citizens who once used these pennies for everyday purchases across the United States. The modern coin market continues growing rapidly through online auctions, collector forums, and coin shows, where Lincoln Wheat Pennies remain among the most popular entry-level collectibles for beginners and advanced numismatists alike. And the 1942 penny stands out because it combines affordability, historical importance, wartime background, and the possibility of discovering valuable hidden varieties that can transform a simple old coin into an exciting investment and conversation piece for collectors of all ages. The 1942 Lincoln Wheat Penny proves that even the smallest coin can hold a remarkable story filled with American history, wartime production, collector passion, and hidden value, because this humble copper penny continues attracting attention from treasure hunters, coin dealers, historians, and investors who understand that rare coins are more than money since they preserve memories, craftsmanship, and moments from the past. And whether found in rough condition or brilliant mint state, this famous wheat penny remains one of the most fascinating collectible coins in the United States today. Next up, the 1944 Lincoln Wheat Penny without a mint mark is one of the most fascinating United States coins because it was produced during the final years of World War II, and it carries a deep historical connection to America during a time of massive change and economic pressure, while collectors today continue searching for brilliant condition examples that can sell for surprisingly high prices in the rare coin market. And this famous penny was struck in Philadelphia without a mint mark using copper recycled from wartime shell casings, which gives the coin an incredible historical story and makes it highly desirable among collectors around the world. The history of the 1944 Lincoln Wheat Penny begins after the unusual steel pennies of 1943, when the United States Mint temporarily changed penny production to steel in order to save copper for military equipment during World War II, and after public complaints about the steel coins because they rusted easily and looked similar to dimes, the government returned to copper pennies in 1944 using recycled wartime materials, and these coins became a symbol of American resilience and industrial recovery during one of the most important periods in modern history. While the Philadelphia Mint produced hundreds of millions of these pennies without any mint mark, one of the most unique features of the 1944 Lincoln Wheat Penny is its classic design created by Victor David Brenner, featuring Abraham Lincoln on the front side and two wheat stalks on the reverse side. which is why collectors call it the wheat penny. And this elegant design remained in circulation for decades, becoming one of the most recognizable coins in American history. While brilliant condition examples with sharp details, glowing surfaces, and original red color are considered extremely valuable in the modern coin market, especially when they remain free from damage, scratches, or discoloration, collectors are especially interested in the 1944 no-mint mark penny, because many surviving examples were heavily circulated for decades, meaning truly brilliant uncirculated coins are becoming harder to find every year. And when a collector discovers a coin with full mint luster, bright red surfaces, and exceptional strike quality, the value can rise dramatically depending on the overall grade, assigned by professional coin grading companies such as PCGS and NGC, which are trusted. Throughout the rare coin collecting industry, the current market value of a regular circulated 1944 Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark may range from a few cents to several dollars. But when the coin is found in brilliant, uncirculated condition, with strong eye appeal and original red coloration, the value can increase from $50 to several $100s, while elite gem quality examples graded MS67 or higher have sold for thousands of dollars at major coin auctions. Because advanced collectors compete aggressively for the finest known examples, one reason this coin continues attracting attention is because of the famous and extremely rare 1944 steel penny error, which was accidentally struck using leftover steel blanks from 1943. And while the standard copper 1944 penny already has strong collector demand, the steel version is considered one of the greatest American coin errors ever discovered, with auction prices reaching hundreds of thousands of dollars, making collectors carefully inspect every 1944 penny they encounter in hopes of finding a legendary rarity hidden among ordinary coins. The coin also represents an important transition in American minting history, because it reflects the nation shifting from wartime emergency production back toward normal economic conditions, and the use of recycled copper from military shell casings gives the penny an emotional and patriotic connection that many collectors admire, while historians appreciate how even small everyday objects like pennies can preserve the story of an entire generation living through World War II and rebuilding after years of global conflict. Brilliant condition examples are especially prized because copper coins are extremely sensitive to environmental damage, and over time, many pennies lose their original shine due to oxidation, fingerprints, moisture, and circulation. When a 1944 wheat penny survives with vibrant red color, blazing mint luster, and minimal contact marks, collectors consider it a remarkable survivor from the mid-20th century. And these coins often become centerpiece items in advanced Lincoln cent collections. Another unique feature of the 1944 no-mint mark penny is the absence of a mint symbol beneath the date, which indicates production at the Philadelphia Mint, because during that era Philadelphia coins traditionally carried no mint mark, and this detail helps collectors identify the origin of the coin, while also connecting it directly to one of the oldest and most important mint facilities in United States history, where millions of iconic American coins were produced over the decades. Today, social media platforms, coin auctions, and online marketplaces have dramatically increased public interest in rare pennies, and many people now search through old coin jars, inherited collections, and pocket change, hoping to discover valuable wheat pennies hidden in ordinary places, while videos about rare coins regularly attract millions of views, and the 1944 Lincoln wheat penny remains one of the most discussed and searched American coins because of its historical background, collectible appeal, and surprising market value. Professional grading plays a major role in determining the value of this coin, because small differences in preservation can create huge price gaps between similar examples, and coins graded mint state with strong red coloration often command premium prices, while lower quality brown examples may remain relatively affordable. And this grading system creates excitement among collectors who constantly search for better quality coins that could potentially become long-term investments. The popularity of Lincoln wheat pennies has remained strong for generations, because these coins combine American history, beautiful classic design, and the excitement of treasure hunting into a single collectible item, and many experienced numismatists recommend the 1944 no-mint mark penny as an important coin for both beginner and advanced collectors due to its affordability in lower grades and its impressive value potential in brilliant uncirculated condition, with top certified grades. Auction records continue demonstrating the strength of the market for exceptional 1944 Lincoln wheat pennies, and some perfectly preserved examples with intense red luster, sharp strike details, and nearly Flawless surfaces have achieved prices reaching several $1,000s, proving that even a 1-cent coin can become an extraordinary collectible treasure when preserved in remarkable condition, and desired by competitive buyers at major numismatic events. The enduring fascination surrounding this coin also comes from the idea that millions were produced, yet only a tiny percentage survived in elite condition, which creates rarity within abundance, and collectors often spend years searching for examples. With exceptional eye appeal, clean surfaces, and strong original color, because these qualities separate ordinary coins from premium investment-grade specimens, capable of commanding impressive prices in the rare coin market. The 1944 Lincoln Wheat Penny, without a mint mark, remains one of the most iconic American coins ever produced, because it connects history, wartime recovery craftsmanship, and modern collecting passion into a single small copper coin that continues capturing attention. Around the world, while brilliant condition examples remain highly sought after by collectors, investors, and historians who appreciate both the financial value and the incredible story hidden within this historic piece of United States coinage. Next up, the Jefferson nickel of the United States, minted in 1953 with the D mint mark, is a 5-cent coin that belongs to a long-running series honoring Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States. This coin was produced in the Denver Mint, and it is part of a historical era of American coinage that followed the early 20th century design changes. The Jefferson nickel series began in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel, and introduced a portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the front side of the coin, and his home Monticello on the reverse side. The 1953 D issue continued this design tradition during a time when the United States was experiencing post-war economic growth. Coins from the early 1950s, including the 1953 D Jefferson nickel, were produced in large numbers for circulation. However, most of them were heavily used in everyday transactions, which means finding examples in very fine condition today is not easy. The Denver mint mark, represented by the letter D, shows that this coin was produced at the Denver Mint facility, which was one of the major coin production sites in the United States. It played an important role in supplying coins for western and central regions of the country. The design of the Jefferson nickel was created by Felix Schlag, who won a competition to design the new 5-cent coin. His design featured a classical-style portrait of Jefferson and a detailed engraving of Monticello, which remains one of the most recognizable designs in American coin history. The 1953 D Jefferson nickel is made primarily of a copper and nickel alloy, which gives it durability and a silver-like appearance even though it contains no silver. This composition was standard for nickels during that period of United States coinage. In today's coin collecting market, the value of a 1953 D Jefferson nickel depends heavily on its condition. Coins that are heavily circulated usually have low value, while coins in uncirculated or mint state condition can reach significantly higher prices among collectors. Collectors often look for sharp details in Jefferson's portrait and clear visibility of Monticello when evaluating the quality of this coin. A well-preserved example with original mint luster is considered much more desirable and can command a stronger market price. Some rare versions of this coin may show strong strike quality or unique surface characteristics that increase collector interest. While it is not considered one of the rarest Jefferson nickels, it still holds value due to its age and condition scarcity and high grades. The historical background of the 1953 D nickel connects it to a period when the United States economy was expanding, and everyday commerce relied heavily on coin currency. This makes the coin a small but important artifact of mid-20th century American life. Many coin collectors include Jefferson nickels in complete date and mint mark sets, and the 1953 D issue is an important part of that collection. Completing a full set requires attention to condition and consistency across many years of production. The market value of this coin today in dollars can range from a few cents for worn examples to several dollars or more for high-grade specimens. Professional grading services can significantly impact its value by certifying its condition and authenticity. Unique features of this coin include its classic wartime-inspired design continuity, its Denver Mint origin, and its place within a long-running series that has remained in circulation for decades. These features contribute to its appeal among numismatists over time. The Jefferson nickel series has become one of the most widely collected United States coin series because of its long history and variety of mint marks. The 1953 D coin represents a stable and recognizable piece within that collection. History today. The 1953 D Jefferson nickel continues to attract interest from both beginner collectors and experienced numismatists. due to its historical background, collectible value, and connection to American heritage, making it a small but meaningful piece of United States coin history. Next up, the 1964 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark is one of the most talked about coins in American history, because it was made during a time when the United States faced major changes in money production, and many collectors today search for perfect uncirculated examples that can sell for impressive amounts of money in today's rare coin market. This coin features the famous portrait of President Thomas Jefferson on the front side, and the historic home called Monticello on the reverse side, and the design became one of the longest-running coin styles in American coin history, because collectors and citizens respected the classic appearance and strong connection to American heritage. The year 1964 was extremely important for United States coinage, because the nation faced a serious coin shortage, and the government ordered massive production of nickels to help circulation, which means millions were made. But finding one in perfect uncirculated condition today is still very difficult and valuable. A Jefferson nickel from 1964 without a mint mark was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, because coins from Philadelphia during that time usually carried no mint mark. And this small detail makes collectors carefully inspect every coin, because some rare varieties and high-grade examples can be worth much more than ordinary pocket change. Many collectors search for the 1964 Jefferson nickel in mint state condition, because coins that never entered circulation often keep their original shine, smooth surfaces, and strong details. And these features increase demand among rare coin buyers who are willing to pay high prices for exceptional examples. One unique feature of this coin is the sharp image of Jefferson's hair and face, because uncirculated pieces often display stronger design details than worn coins, and collectors also examine the steps on the Monticello building, because nickels with fully visible steps are considered rare and highly desirable. The metal composition of the 1964 Jefferson nickel includes copper and nickel, which gives the coin its silver-colored appearance and strong durability. And many examples survived over the decades, but only a small number remained in flawless condition with bright luster, and almost no marks. Rare uncirculated examples of the 1964 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel can reach values from several dollars to hundreds of dollars depending on quality, while coins graded at the highest levels by professional grading companies have sold for thousands of dollars at auctions. Because collectors compete for the best-known pieces, professional grading plays a major role in determining the value of this coin, because grading companies inspect the surface shine, strike quality, and preservation of the nickel, and higher grades, such as MS65, MS66, or MS67, often bring strong prices in today's collector's market. Another reason this coin attracts attention is the historical connection to the Coinage Act period, when silver coins were disappearing from circulation and Americans began saving older money, which increased interest in coins from 1964 and turned many ordinary pieces into collectible treasures. Decades later, collectors also look for unusual minting errors on the 1964 Jefferson nickel, because doubled letters off center strikes and die cracks can increase value dramatically. And rare error coins with no mint mark in uncirculated condition sometimes sell for surprising amounts in auctions and private sales. The popularity of Jefferson nickels continues to grow, because beginner collectors can still search through old rolls and family collections, hoping to discover a rare high-grade example. And this excitement keeps the coin market active as more people learn about hidden treasures in everyday coins. One of the most attractive qualities of an uncirculated 1964 Jefferson nickel is the brilliant mint luster that shines across the surface when light hits the coin, and collectors often describe this effect as frosty glowing or mirror-like, especially on well-preserved examples stored carefully for decades. Current market values for common circulated examples remain low, but premium uncirculated coins can reach $50, $100, or even several $1,000s when certified in top condition with full steps and outstanding eye appeal, making them important targets for serious collectors and investors. The 1964 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark remains a fascinating piece of American history, because it combines historical importance, beautiful design, collector demand, and the possibility of discovering a valuable hidden treasure. And this small 5-cent coin continues to capture attention in the rare coin market today. Thanks for watching.